redemption for Ghana because they did not qualify for the AFCON tournament, but then they will be in USA, Mexico, and Colombia?
Well, in Ghana now, it's an all joy now. We are just about getting your tickets. It's more like there will be an after party after the game, so they just have to be present and just be at the stadium. No matter the result, there will be an after party where there will be jubilation. And for Ghana, this World Cup is more like a poverty alleviation socio-economic policy from the government. A lot of the fans view this as an opportunity to head into the US and then subsequently get some jobs and live there. So a lot of Ghanaians were very much vested in our qualification phase. And once we didn't qualify for the AFCON, then it meant that all the energy had to be channeled into the World Cup qualification. Thankfully, the Black Stars have done that. We just need a point, and then we would make it to next year's World Cup. Remember that since 2006, when we made our debut, we've only missed the 2018 World Cup in Russia. So we are one of the most consistent countries or African countries at the World Cup, and so it's just normal that we've maintained our position there. The only challenge is that with Comoros, in our last 2 meetings, we failed to beat them, and so it will be interesting to see what the performance we will put up today tonight at the Accra Sports Stadium. But apart from that, just a few injury issues. Gideon Mensah, who's our left back, there's a bit of an injury issue, as well as Elisha Owusu as well. They are both teammates of the same club, Auxerre in League A. They are slight down, so it means that there will be opportunities for other players like Ebenezer Annan, who plays in the League 2 with Saint Etienne, and then there will be other players who could also get a play in the midfield. There will also be a player like Christopher Babons, who plays for Al Qassia in the Saudi Pro League. He would also maybe get a chance to play. So in Ghana, we are just chilling, as we put it. We are relaxed. The game is on, and then after the game, there will be an after party, and then we'll look at how it goes. I think that, well, we are substituting. Ghana will not be at the AFCON, and Nigeria will be at the AFCON, and we don't know what happened with the World Cup qualification for the Super Eagles.
All right, I'll bring in Gbemideko into this conversation now, because as a Nigerian football fan, Nigeria qualifies for the AFCON, but Ghana is not going to be part of it, and Nigeria on the verge of losing out on the ticket of qualifying for the FIFA World Cup. Which one do you hold more important, Gbemideko, the World Cup or the Africa Cup of Nations?
Definitely the World Cup. Definitely the World Cup. Remember, we lost out to the last World Cup. We were not there. You know, it affected some of us personally. And at this point in time, personally, I've given up on the World Cup for Nigeria. But yeah, miracles still happens, and we're a country that believes in miracles, signs and wonders happening everywhere. But apart from that, I do not see Nigeria making it to the World Cup. But miracles do happen. You know, we probably might get a 4-0 win against a Genetro to third Benin side, which I very sincerely doubt, because Genetro, he understands these things, understands our players, knows how to, you know, get under their skins, and not massage their ego. And these boys they've showed quality. Talking about the Benin side, they've showed resilience, getting a 1-0 win. You know, even in Rwanda. So for me, I think it's a difficult one, but definitely the FIFA World Cup supersedes any other competition. If you ask me, supersedes the AFCON. And for me, that would have been where I want to see the Super Eagles, not the AFCON.
Okay, for Eugene, before I let you go, let's talk about the coach, Otto Addo. Some months ago, or years ago, if I put it that way, Ghanaian fans were calling for his head, that this guy does not know what he's doing for the Ghanaian national team. Now, he has turned to a major man, the major face of Ghanaian football. How does that make you feel? And what is the reaction? What are they saying about Otto Addo now?
To be honest, even though he's qualified the team, it seems that will not atone for the sins of not qualifying for the AFCON. Because even at yesterday's press conference, the very first question that was asked was about whether he's heard the calls for his sacking and whether he thinks he would have been betrayed by that call. And of course, the FA decided that question will not be answered by the coach. But it is very clear that even though he has qualified the team, the fans are not happy with his style of play and the fact that he's not able to get the best out of this place. Remember that over the weekend, just before the international break, Iñaki Williams scored for Athletic Bilbao, Antoine Semenyo scored, Mohamed Kudus scored, about 6 of Ghanaians attackers scored. But anytime they come to the national team, we do not seem to get the best out of them as a country. And a lot of the time, we attribute it to coaching. So the calls have not died down. It has not quieted. And it very much, there are calls that even though he has qualified the team, he shouldn't take the team to the World Cup because they are not sure of how he would assemble the team at the World Cup, especially because of how he also led the team to the 2022 World Cup, where we just won one match. When it looked very much likely that we're going to qualify to the knockout phases, so we lost against Uruguay, and then South Korea out of nowhere then made it out of the group stage. So to cut it short, Ghanaians are not too confident in Coach Otuado, even though he has qualified the team, and there are still calls for his sacking. Even Ghana Sports Minister Kofi Adams also revealed that even though Otuado has qualified for the team, he's not too sure about the coach. Remember that there is the ministry, the government through the ministry that pays the coach. And so the minister responsible for sport and recreation says he's not too confident in the coach. Then it means that there's cause for concern. So even after this qualifies, there will be conversations about who leads the technical team for next year's World Cup.
All right, so that'll be an interesting conversation to keep tabs on, and I'm sure we'll get more updates from you, Eugene Ofori. I'd say thank you very much for joining, and congratulations are in order for the Black Stars of Ghana, and I hope that they do not jinx it. But yes, already one step into the final, talking about the World Cup, just the points, and they'll be through. Congratulations to Ghana in advance. Thank you for joining, Eugene.
Thank you.